Are many urgent issues facing the state of Texas right now. Governor Greg Abbott has just released his summary of the latest legislative session, and he joins us live from Austin right now. So first of all, Governor, thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Well, Governor, before we get to that report, I have to ask you about plummeting oil prices that directly affect us right here in West Texas. Fear of the coronavirus and the rift between Russia and Saudi Arabia are causing prices to go down. Now, if this trend continues, what kind of safeguards can your office put into place to help oil and gas industry right here in West Texas?
Well, you know, we've been through this so many times before. You remember we went through this, and I think it was like 2016 when it went down even lower than it is right now. At that time, it was for a different reason. This time it is in part, as you point out, because of the coronavirus. Also in part because of the dispute with regard to Russia and Saudi Arabia. The good news is this, and that is we are doing all we can both at the state level as well as the federal level to make sure that we are containing the coronavirus. I think the sooner that we can deliver certainty about what is happening with the coronavirus, the sooner we will be able to tamp down those concerns and increase international demand for the oil that's produced right there in the Permian Basin.
Well, Governor, let's talk about the coronavirus here in the state of Texas. There are now 24 known cases of coronavirus being reported in this state. And we know that South by Southwest, of course, was canceled this year in Austin. But what else is being done to try and prevent the virus from spreading here in Texas?
We are very well prepared for this situation. The state of Texas has dealt with multiple infectious diseases in the past, such as Ebola, SARS, H1N1. So we have experience, but also what we did last week, for example, we announced the establishment of 10 state laboratories arrayed across the entire state of Texas that will be able to test COVID or coronavirus test kits. Another thing that we are doing is we are increasing the number of test kits that will be available to test people. And then you are seeing some decisions being made, like what you mentioned about South by Southwest, that reduce mass gatherings. Bottom line is we want to build out the network to make sure we will be able to test as many people as possible. That's the quickest way to address the people who have the challenge and help them recover.
And finally, Governor, back to your report on the last legislative session for the state. Laws were passed to try and get some relief in property taxes. Is there any evidence that we are seeing property taxes go down yet?
Absolutely. There's evidence of two good things I know the people in Midland, Odessa, and the Permian Basin area are very happy to hear about. One is that the property tax rates issued by school districts have gone down. In addition to that, the recapture has been cut in half. So in Midland, Odessa, you all were sending your property tax revenue dollars to some other school district elsewhere in the state. Now you're going to be able to keep more of your property tax dollars right there in the Permian Basin. And then when you add that together with the $5 billion that we added to public education this year, you're seeing about $1,000 more per student devoted to education by the state of Texas right there in the Permian Basin.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, Governor. We know you're busy, so we will let you get back to the business of the state.
It's my pleasure. Thank you all. All the best.